Hello, my name is Adonis and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a love coming spread for all of my Aries out there. This is a weekly love coming spread for all of my Aries out there from March 1st until the 7th. So let's get after it. Okay. Sun, rising Venus and Jupiter, Sun, Moon, rising Venus and Jupiter, Sun, rising Venus and Jupiter, Sun, rising Venus and Jupiter. Show me cards I need to see. Show me cards I need to see. What kind of love or energy is coming towards my Aries during the week of March 1st into the 7th. Show me cards I need to see. Show me cards that I need to see if that feels good. Okay. Okay, so right from the beginning, we're dealing with someone that's using their intuition, trying to get close to you. Okay, so this individual is using their intuition, trying to get close to you. And you met this individual. This individual, you have the Three of Cups here. Okay, you met this individual at some kind of celebratory event, some type of event where there was celebrating some type of alcohol involved, so like maybe a club, a lounge, some kind of social gathering of some sort, okay? But it seems as though for some particular reason or the other, I'm going to get some clarification on that, but there was something deceptive that occurred. So let me get some clarification on this moon card. Why is this moon card here? Give me some clarification on this moon card. Why is this moon card here? Give me some clarification on this moon card here. Let's see. Okay. All right. So here's the deal. There was this individual that was using their intuition to get close to you. And you met this individual at a celebratory event. Now, things appear to have probably there was this sense that things probably were heading off between you two. But you got the moon card here, okay? So there was something that deceptive went down, and it appears that the individual's rhetoric about long-term commitment, uh, in a very solid monogamous relationship. There was something that you viewed about this individual's behavior as being very deceptive. There was something very deceptive there about it. And you caught on to it. So as a result, this person is kind of left in a situation where they've tried to offer their love to you and you're outright rejecting it, okay? Because there's just, it maybe in all honesty, maybe they thought, maybe they didn't think they were coming off deceptive, but there was something about their personality and the way that they approached you that you perceived as being deceptive. So when they did try to approach you and say, okay, so what are we going to do? You were just like, you know what? I'm just kind of not interested in the situation. This is an individual is an air sign individual, a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Now, this individual does have the ability to kind of think on their feet, okay? And so this person is like a really deep thinker, really quick thinker, to make very strong decisions very wise choices when it comes to making strong decisions. So this individual, it's not exactly going to take no for an answer. They're going to, their motto here is at first, if they don't succeed, they're going to try again. And so this has this individual feeling a little bit trapped in the situation because they really didn't mean to come off as being deceptive, and they really can't figure out what it is exactly that they said or what their approach was that kind of turned you off, okay? So, they're going to be kind of hanging in the periphery, in the background, for quite some time. Now, they're not going to disappear entirely. They're going to be kind of like on the outside looking in, but this individual hasn't given up as of yet. As a matter of fact, they're trying to manifest another opportunity for themselves to kind of get into your space, all right? So you'll recognize this person because this will be the person that, is kind of giving you a little bit of an off vibe, Okay, that's who this individual is. Okay, the individual kind of give you a little bit of an off vibe, like, and you're kind of thinking to yourself, there's not, you know, there's something just not quite right about this individual. You can't really put your finger on it, but that's who this individual is. Okay, you also, with that being said, you also have another individual, a Knight of Cups, a water sign individual here, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Again, this is kind of like an individual just kind of like dominating, daring, dashing. Again, this is another individual that's going to be on the periphery as well. Okay. You know, there's really nothing that really stands out about this individual other than the fact that they're a nice looking individual. And they kind of carry themselves like they're all that. Okay. So they're going to be trying to, you know, they're going to try to kind of come into your space, kind of flirt with you a little bit. But the most interesting card here is the X, okay? The X is going to be on the periphery as well, the periphery and the interior. As a matter of fact, I'm getting the sense here that your X is really going to make a very solid push to try to really get back into your space again. Could possibly be through friends or family. So be on the lookout for that. Your ex is really going to make a very strong push this particular week to get back into your space. So with that being said, let's see what kind of strengths you're dealing with here. What kind of strengths are you dealing here? What kind of strengths are my Aries dealing with? What kind of strengths are my Aries dealing with here? What kind of strengths are my Aries? One more shuffle of dog. Okay, feels good. Okay, here we go. Ooh. Okay. So these are all your strengths. So it appears as though this X that is kind of hanging in the periphery, this is an individual that has wounded you before. This is a very recent wound. Well, recent, when I say recent, I mean possibly within the past year or so, no later than that. Okay, this is an individual that kind of wounded you, stabbed you in the back, so to speak. Okay, ruination of plans. You had a very serious. There was something very serious between you and this individual, and that this individual left you betrayed, pretty much. There was a great amount of anxiety and depression that you just got finished going through, okay, with this individual. But that which does not kills you makes you stronger. So you were able to recover from this because these are all your strengths. So you dealt with this pain. You learned from it what you needed to. You moved forward. You got over it. Now here comes this individual again coming back into your space again. Okay, so I just want to give you a heads up on that to pretty much protect yourself, because there's still going to be this underlying, even though you were able to heal, okay, the scab is still there, okay. It's healing, but there's still a little bit of remnants of the scab is still there. So when this individual comes again, they're really going to be tugging on your heartstrings, pulling on your heartstrings, trying to get you to reminisce about the good times that you had, okay? So with that being said here, at this time also your intuition, okay, is going to be something that is going to be really on point. That's a good thing, because this individual is really going to be trying you here. So you're really going to have to use your intuition to help you maneuver through all the minutia that's going to be coming your way, okay? With that being said, also we got the Hangman here as a strength. So you're not afraid to slow things down or even outright put the brakes on if you have to. Okay, basically put a halt to something if you feel as though it's not quite right, that it's kind of toxic. So you're not afraid to slow things down or walk away from them entirely if you're kind of getting the feeling that things aren't quite right here. In addition, which is why also coming full circle, which is why this situation with this air sign individual, this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, that's why you walked away from that situation, because there was something about that kind of reminded you of the ex that you had. There was something, there was a very reminiscent quality here. And so because of that, there was just something about this individual that reminds you of your ex. You kind of, after they offered you their cup of love, you kind of pushed it away. Now, again, not saying that this individual is necessarily nefarious, because I'm not picking up anything nefarious from this air sign individual. It may just be a situation where, as though there's certain body language and certain characteristics that remind you of the ex. And unfortunately for this individual, wrong place, wrong time. All right. So that it seems as though that person is going to be a victim of that. So again, you have the ability to do a lot of self-reflecting and soul searching. Okay, so you're pretty much getting tuned again, and it helps you heal when you were dealing with the hurt that you were dealing with from your ex. Okay, you have the ability to do that. In addition, here you're looking for recognized victory. Okay, you're looking for something, someone that's not afraid to show affections out in public, and you're really gonna need that, because that is going to really what's going to help you heal. Okay, someone that's not afraid to show a sense of affection. Someone that's going to hold your hand in public. Want to meet your family, wants you to meet their family, that type of thing. So you're looking for a recognized victory here. Nothing is ambiguous. Something that really stands out. Where everyone knows. So that's what you're looking for at this point. The more people know, the better, to give you that sense of self-worth. Okay, that you were lacking from this previous relationship. In addition, here, with that being said, you don't mind socializing. Okay, so again, these are all your strengths. You don't mind socializing, kind of getting out there. Just because this situation happened to you doesn't mean you're going to shy away from socializing, still trying to meet people. So that's a good thing. All right. In addition, here, you're sending out, you got the Queen of Wands energy, so you're sending out very warm, vibrating, pulsating energy. And like in kind, you're also drawing in that kind of energy as well. Okay. And finally, here we have the Knight of Cups. Again, that's a very dominating, dashing, daring energy. You kind of, that's an individual that's really kind of really feeling themselves. They feel like they are a very good looking individual. They feel like they have a lot to offer, and that's pretty much what you're kind of giving off as well. Okay, so these are all of your strengths here. So that being said, what situations from your past could possibly affect the outcome of this particular situation? Okay, what particular things from your past could possibly affect the outcome of this particular situation? Let's see. Show me cards I need to see. Show me cards that I need. Okay, here we go. All right, here we go. Okay, so we have the Seven of Pentacles. So in your past, you probably were just kind of waiting around, kind of seeing what approached you. At this point, like I said, with you wanting to recognize victory and not being afraid to socialize, you're no longer going to kind of wait around. Okay, you're not going to wait around to see what comes to you. If something is of interest to you, you're a go-getter. You'll go and you'll approach that individual. Okay. Also, we got the Tower moment here. Okay, so again, things that happen from your past that could possibly affect how these things are going to turn out. Particular love interest. Well, we have two particular situations here that is going to directly be affected by that Tower moment. One's going to be your ex, because that situation turned out the way that it did is going to directly affect, and it is affecting, how you interact with others. Okay, so like I said, with this air sign individual, because there are certain characteristics and just an overall, just like a certain energy that this individual is giving off that reminds you of your ex. The individual is not, you're not really going to want to deal with this individual. That individual, in other words, is going to suffer because of what previously happened to you from someone else that person probably had nothing to do with. Okay. In addition, here, your ex, when your ex comes back around to the situation, because that's the person that perpetrated that those feelings towards you, or those, that demeanor towards you. that is going to, you're going to respond possibly very negatively towards that individual, but you're going to be able to protect yourself as well, okay? Because like I said before, still you're cute, but it's still a little bit raw, and I don't get the impression that it's going to be a very rocky reunion, okay, to say the least. In addition here, you're looking for a rebirth, a restart, a renewal. So you're looking to kind of move past that pain, that hurt, start something fresh, something new. In addition here, we have the Five of Cups. Now, again, maybe in the past you were looking back and regret in the beginning this individual convinced you that, hey, you know what? There are some things that you did too. You were feeling regretful. You were feeling very reflective, and you were hurt. You were taking more of the blame maybe than you should. That has come to an end at this point. Okay. In other words, at least in your mind, you've come to your senses. You're like, you know what? No, it was more them than it was me, and you've moved past that. In addition, here we have the Nine of Pentacles, and so that tells me that maybe in the past you really needed to be in a relationship to really kind of gauge your self-worth. Not anymore. You are willing to be single if you have to, okay? To find that individual that you find commonality with, okay? And finally here, sending out warm, positive, vibrating energy, as I said before. Before you pretty much, you really didn't do that because you had a whole lot of self-doubt. You're really beating yourself up. Again, things have come full circle for you, and that's really not going to be the case anymore, okay? So with that being said, before I shut this thing down, let's see what additional information the Spirit have for you before I shut this thing down. What additional information the Spirit have for you before I shut this thing down here? One more shuffle. All right. There we go. Okay. So, Spirit saying influence. Okay. Now, what that means, what I'm feeling, what that means is there's going to be a certain type of influence. Okay. This is more or less a warning. Okay. It can go either way, but this more or less is a warning. Your ex is going to try to influence you to get back into your space again. Pretty much to kind of get back into your head space again. Kind of influence your decisions when it comes to matters of romance, and maybe kind of gauge your perspective a little bit. So just be aware that your ex is going to come back into your space here and try to influence you. Also, there may be a certain amount of influence that is being put upon you by this air sign individual. Again, not saying that this individual was necessarily a nefarious individual, but again, as I said, with the Magician card, trying to manifest what they want into a reality, and also with them being an air sign. Again, the King of Wands, the King of Swords here is an individual pretty much is a deep thinker, has very strong thoughts. Okay, very emotionally strong. So this person is going to try to influence you either way to say, hey, like, give me another chance, you really get to know me. And that's entirely up to you. But you are going to be put upon as far as influenced in these particular situations here. Also, Spirit saying, be patient, because there is a core situation coming. It's not here yet, but there is a core situation coming where you can put all of your love, all your desire, and all of your emotional will into a situation. It's not here yet, but it's coming. Okay, so that's coming. Those deep emotions and those desires that you have, those needs you have to be fulfilled. Just kind of hold on, hold out. Okay, you're going to get the opportunity, but not quite yet. Finally, shift. Okay, there is going to be a shift. This situation that's going to happen with your ex is going to be a make or break moment. So it's really going to be a defining moment where there's three outcomes here. Either one, this individual is going to pull you in, okay, and try to reconnect with you, and you'll kind of fall back into that situation again, that scenario. Unlikely, but it could happen. Either the emotional damage, the tentacles that this individual is going to put upon you is going to bring you down, make you feel, put you in that really dark place again, make you have a lot of self-doubt about yourself, about what you're capable of. Either that's going to happen, or you're going to rise above it all and realize that, you know what, I'm better than this. I deserve better than this. I'm a person of value, a person of character, and I want a person of value and character, and you're not it, and you'll rise above that. So that's what's going to happen. That's those are the three obstacles that you're going to, the three, not obstacles, but the three choices that you're going to have to make, okay? So with that being said, I hope you choose the latter than the former. But again, even if you slip up a little bit, no worries. There's something right around the corner better for you, okay? So with that being said, I'm going to shut this thing down now. If you haven't already, please like, please share, please subscribe. Also, do not forget to hit that notification bell so you can be informed of all the videos that I drop. This is a general love reading, so it may not necessarily resonate with everyone. If it doesn't, that's okay. You want to know a little bit about your particular situation. Again, I'll leave the link below. Make sure you get a personal reading if this does resonate with you and you want to know a little bit more. Again, the link will be below. My name is Adonis. I love you guys, and I will definitely see you next time. Bye-bye.